South Africa suspends its use of the Oxford AstraZenaca vaccine after a study showed disappointing results against the local variant of coronavirus. Protests against Myanmar's military coup continue, becoming the country's largest in over a decade. And after a 3-week delay, a massive logistical mission and a handful of health scares, a very different Australian Open has got underway.
Ministers moved to calm concerns about the Oxford AstraZeneca jab after early research suggested it's less effective against the South African variant of the virus.
More new vaccine centres open as the UK moves closer to hitting the target of giving 15 million people in a week's time.
The desperate search for more than 100 in India after the collapse of a Himalayan glacier triggers a huge flood.
Good morning. When you can go on tour but not stay on tour, should musicians and crews be given special access visas for the EU? Some of our biggest stars take the case to Parliament. Ronan Keating tells us why the government can't say nothing at all.
History for Tom Brady with his 7th Super Bowl win, making him the oldest player at 43 on the winning side, this time with Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's have a look at some of the front pages of the papers today, and the Telegraph are leading with this. The Vaccines Minister Nadhim Zahawi has told the paper that the public can still have confidence in the Oxford jab despite suggestions it's less effective against that South African variant. Mr Zahawi said the vaccines work well against the Covid-19 variants currently dominant in the UK, and that picture, somebody actually on the skis in Kent yesterday.
Amazing. The Metro leads with new figures showing the UK is vaccinating almost 1,000 people a minute, with more than 12 million first doses of coronavirus jabs delivered so far.
Let's show you The Guardian. They're leading with an investigation claiming the Queen successfully lobbied the government to change a draft law to conceal her private wealth from the public. Buckingham Palace says claims that the Queen blocked legislation are, their quote, simply incorrect.
And one of the most read articles on the BBC News website is about the Super Bowl half-time performance by the Canadian R&B singer The Weeknd. He was joined by dozens of dancers in full facial bandages, remained mainly in the stands rather than on the pitch, due, of course, to strict coronavirus protocols.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No, I know that somebody on the sofa probably watched like 99% of it.
I'm feeling remarkably chipper.
I have noticed.
We will be if you're watching some of the coverage on BBC One, we'll be speaking to Jason and Osi in about half an hour's time to dissect what was. It's a pretty incredible storyline. The game was a bit rubbish, but yeah. Tom Brady winning a 7th Super Bowl at the age of 43 is quite remarkable. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers annihilated the Kansas City Chiefs. So lots to discuss this morning. There might be a few people with bleary eyes a little bit later on.
I'm looking forward to seeing the when are the bleary eyes going to start?
At some stage, I think my brain will just go.
Can you make it 9:16?
Yeah, I'll try and keep going.
Look at the inside pages, and this is a lovely story as well about running. So many people taking up running, especially during this latest lockdown. Apparently, research published today by Macmillan Cancer Support showing an estimated 7 million people across the country have turned to running or jogging during the Covid-19 crisis to boost their mental health. 1 in 7 people in the UK said running had helped them to de-stress since the first lockdown in March 2020. The reason I have to go swimming in 4.2 Celsius degree water is because I can't go running. So, you know, you've got to do something.
And you can't go to a swimming pool either, can you?
And no pool.
No.